Good morning, my friends. Welcome. I'm coming on live today to continue the full moon healing into today. Unlike everybody else who focused on the full moon on the 12th, I was guided to focus on it on the 13th. And I did some healing stuff on the 13th for the full moon, and it ends up that it was very important. Yesterday, with the full moon energy, it was the 1313 portal. And I did some major healings for the ascension all throughout the day yesterday on my other channel, and then also in my workshop dealing with the River of Atlantis, Machu Picchu pyramid that I've activated many years ago, as well as undoing the Supreme Court of Justice. So that stuff isn't normal, and it isn't quite like what I do here. But then I was guided to continue forward that healing into my live today. Okay, so I'm going to do a live today of a diamond light code healing is what I was hearing to do. We are prepping for, these mass shifts, but not only are we prepping for them, they truly are happening as we speak. So today I'm going to be doing an Oshaih healing. I will be doing what comes through to do. So I hope you enjoy it. All you must do is just accept. Just be here, kind of relax the energy. You know what I mean? Be open and just receive. This is for the full moon energy that we are still in. And yesterday was a 1313 portal. 13 is a very significant number. There are 13 pyramids that have been activated. There are 13 gates. Heaven on earth is number 13 as well. So 13 is very important. Plus, we're in a pink full moon of Libra, I believe. So within that, these are ascension based. So if you don't want ascension healing, then maybe you found the wrong place. But if you're here, I doubt that. I bet you're in the right place. We have light codes, diamond light codes coming in for this one. Okay. So I'm just going to light this Palo Santo to begin the cleansing energy for all today. For those who don't know me, I do burp when I do these healings. And I'm going to put up a bubble of protection because I felt the energy shift just now. So I'm just going to put up more protections, more light, calling it in from all areas. Archangel Metatron came in earlier too. He is here and present for this healing today. And I'm doing my best to keep my focus inward because I feel extremely drained, extremely triggered, and extremely drained in the energy lately. So I have been dealing with that in my own environment, making sure that I'm staying in my light, my energy, my power. And so with the lives, I'm a little hesitant right now, but I felt that I needed to do this one for the collective. I won't let anybody stop me, right? Like anything stop that path. And I haven't yet, so I won't. But I feel like it's necessary right now to realize those energy drains and do our best to fill our well, right? Fill our well, fill our cup. So I'm just cleansing it out. I'm putting up a bubble of obsidian around myself and around anybody else that comes in to keep the energy separate. Saint Germain is stepping in with the Akasha Records. Archangel Gabriel is also stepping in. I've called in the Creator. I'm going to also call forth the energies of the north, the east, the south, and the west all the way back to the north in a tight anchored in highest divine light, love, and support. The full energy of the moon and the sun, embodying half the sun and half the moon. I remove any energies that do not belong, and I call back my power completely. And the same for you. Removing any energies that do not belong and allowing you to stay in your own power. I just feel this like heaviness on my chest, so I'm cleansing it out. So this is connecting. I'm connecting and cleansing and clearing. I'm calling in the tree of life also so that we can anchor into the tree of life. It'll anchor into the energy around us. Not necessarily individually because, some people deal with more shadow right now than others. And so it's just anchoring into the healing to help us receive at our level. Let's put it that way, because we cannot be duality anymore. We just cannot be. So I'm being drawn to call in the energy and the essence of obsidian. I do not have a very large obsidian, so I'm just going to call it in the energy. Okay. So I'm calling in an obsidian and I'm placing it all around this energy. I'm allowing it to absorb into the auric fields, into this healing so that I can feel clearly, see clearly, and be clearly so that we're all protected and that it's all about love unconditionally. Also onyx. So I'm calling in both of those into this energy. This is a big energy wave with the full moon and everything going on right now. And I'm starting to feel much better, much lighter, much in my own light. So for those who choose to join in this later, whenever, just focusing on your breath. Again, calling back my light and my energy and my power, and you doing the same for you. I did this early thinking nobody will be awake. It'll be a different one. And I barely made it. So I'm just going to kind of calm the vibration a little bit more. So I'm going to take us deeply into a state of consciousness, subconsciousness, removing all energies that do not belong. Even more and even more and even more. Blue tourmaline is coming in. I'm bringing in that energy. And also blue ray frequencies. And Archangel Michael is also stepping in, bringing in blue ray frequencies and putting up like a barrier of blue rays to keep in our own energy vortexes. And now I'm also calling in green rays. Some of you may not know, I have been doing an octaving, which is with the pyramids that I activated, which are all on my other channel. We're kind of integrating into the new vibrational planet, the new frequency of the vibration of the new earth, which is pure love, duality gone, right? Just anything that doesn't align with the vibrations are being kicked out. And there's a lot going on there. And I can feel a lot processing out of the energy of the earth at this time. And there's more to come. Which is part of what will trigger the 3 days of darkness, by the way. And also prepping for the mass event. So the mass event is like a large amount of solar flare that comes in, and what aligns, it's like the ascension shift, right? And what doesn't won't be able to receive that kind of thing. So there should be a lot of preparation for receptivity, and diamond light codes are a part of that. So I'm going to call in Chevron Amethyst and begin cleansing out our energy with some selenite. And I'm just cleansing the aura field big time before I draw down any light. Shifting the vibration. So this will be a quantum level healing as well. From the crystalline grid, I'm going to now draw up individual bubbles of protection, because I keep getting bombarded with energies and we don't want that. We want to be separate from all energies but that of our own. So I'm drawing up another layer of protection, another layer of bubbles and light. I did this guided meditation this morning and it took me in the past, and that alone triggered me. I'm like, nope, can't go to the past anymore. It doesn't exist. Like, it doesn't belong. It does not align. And it just, like, I'm like, no. And so I was like, trying to clear that out, calling my power back. We do have to shift. We cannot remain the same anymore. We have to let the past go because it should be dying. I call forth all energy of the divine masculine and feminine for max protection and alignment to the sun and the moon. We are going to go somewhat back in time, but in the energy vortex. So time doesn't exist. So we're going to go into a quantum level, and it's going to go into the stillness of existence. So like breath, we're going to take our breath slowly backwards in time. As soon as I can get past the interference, because that's what happens. And we're just clearing it out. When you're really sensitive, as I am, you can feel many things. But the more we're in our heart space, the more sensitive we should be, right? That's a good thing. At the same time. So I'm still in the auric field, and I'm recalibrating the auric field, your aura, your bubble of light, mine and yours. Like I said, Saint Germain is here with the Akasha Records. Archangel Metatron is here. Archangel Michael is here. Archangel Gabriel is also stepping forward. Goddess Athena is here. Saint Genevieve is here. And I will be calling in the energy of those that can receive, that have pure hearts of intent, of love and light and ascension energies, that are here to heal, not judge, but heal, not anything but love, right? Only unconditional love and the energy allowed in and out for whatever reason. And I'm also calling forth all elements at this time. Calling forth all elements to align with the north, the east, the south, and the west anchored back into the north, and a solid foundation of love and light and new earth support. I'm being drawn to call forth a river, a cleansing river of water into this healing energy. So whoever will receive this at any moment in space and time or breath, there is no separation. So your energy is already well aware you'll be here. So the water, it will be coming in and flowing through our feet to help remove debris. Plus, yesterday I did a lot with the water. It was the return of the river of Atlantis through the portal of Machu Picchu, which is a pyramid I activated in 2020 and into 2021. And so I have been octaving through those portals. And yesterday dealt with the river of Atlantis. So lots of water in the air, lots of water in the atmosphere, lots of water in the earth. We are comprised of at least 70% water. It depends on you. Each person's slightly different. But we have a lot of water within us. We connect to that water. So I'm being drawn in to call forth a river to wash underneath our feet, to help cleanse and remove debris. And I keep getting hit in the solar plexus. And I'm like, oh, I just cleared that energy. So I'm going to clear it again. It's kind of the sacral solar plexus area. This is where it was dealing with it yesterday too, before all that work. So I am going to, with every breath I take, slow down time right now. I'm going to slow down the energy vortex. Time, as you know it, is like breath of life. So I'm slowing down the vibrational frequency, slowing it down. I'm drawing up from the earth, the tree of life, and the water, the river of Atlantis, the water of life. And I'm just drawing it up and slowing down the frequency of time. What you know is time. But it's life, it's breath, it's like a vibrational flow. And I'm slowing it down. Kind of like a clock, just beginning to slow down its frequency and its movement and its ability to read time. Slowing it down. And I'm bringing some light into your consciousness to detach from the concept of time. These diamond light codes are different. They are quantum level light codes. I need to go into your soul at the soul level complete. And we do that by detaching from false concepts of energy, false waves of frequency that do not belong. Okay, and I see the water flowing through and cleansing at our feet, washing our feet, washing debris that I am removing. And we are going backwards in the frequency of life. It's just a little bit of reversal. Slowing things down. Subconscious activation. As I begin to bring down the sun and the moon, balanced Libra moon, right? Sun and the moon balanced. And there is the pink goddess light. I do see that. A lot of pink in the energy, which is love. It's about love. Goddess Athena applied, right? So these are soul codes. They're diamond light codes, but I'm also hearing soul code activations. So to truly activate us to the light and the frequency of our soul on a very deep quantum level. We have gone to the state in this ascension of very high vibrational frequencies, and we want to match those. So it's at a subconscious soul level programming level, right? I don't like the word programming. God doesn't program, it's just light, it's DNA, it's frequency. So the water is coming up. I'm going to draw water up from that river that I called in to cleanse our feet. I'm going to bring the water up through our feet, through the soles of our feet into the ankles. I do burp to release. But there's some shackles that bind and blind here that I want to remove. I want to set our energy free. I'm hearing like wound conditioning, wounds of the past that hold us back and keep us bound and blinded. So I'm drawing up this water. And this may sound strange, but it's water of the time of pure, like before a lot of these toxins came in. It's pure frequency of water, untouched by man, just pure healing water, going all the way up through our feet and into our ankles, nourishing and nurturing the body and removing debris, removing muck, so I can start to see this gray, like haze, this cloudy haze being drawn out by the water. And I'm drawing the water further up into the calves. Just breathe and be still. I may trigger things, and that's okay. Breathe through it. Taking the water further up to the knees and into the tissues, the bones, all of you. A vibrational cleanse and kind of like a detox with the water. I feel like that's necessary for these soul codes, we'll call them. But they're truly diamond light codes that I'm going to bring in. And this is guided. I never know what's going to come. Removing some nervous energy. kind of swishing the water. It's a really good way to put it, around in our vessels at the knees and into the thigh. I'm going to scrape a little bit of bone marrow in our femur on the left leg for everybody. Calling in max protections. There we go. And allowing the water to draw out some more like soot looking energy, like cloudy haze, like a yucky, grayish, brownish soot from our energy, like toxins, heavy metals, debris, drawing it out from our body. This is a quantum level healing. We're going into a space of the soul level, so where we're separate from a lot of things. Like slower movement, slower energy and vibration. I don't like the word time because it doesn't align. When you say timelines, I say vibration shifts, frequency, alignment. The lions are coming in to surround us as well. And I'm bringing in more sun and moon to come into this energy around the pink rays and all of the bubbles of protection to help shift our frequency. Some contentment coming through here. Oh, goodness, excuse me. Nice releasing. Drawing in more water to the feet, the ankles, the calves, the knees, and the thighs. I do keep my eyes closed a lot, but welcome, converse, be here, enjoy. Whew, I got some chills. Woo! Good energy just came in. Excuse me, just releasing. No matter when you come in, you're going to be brought right into where we are. This is a quantum level healing. So yesterday was a 1313 portal. If you add the numbers together, 4 and 2025 was 13. And I didn't realize that until I did the full moon work yesterday. God told me to do it yesterday. So I did for my other channel. And then I was told to do this one today for Diamond Light Codes. And a little bit of a quantum healing shift because we are octaving. We are aligning with the frequencies of the planet, which have shifted quite a bit. And that's truly what this is about. And unless you do my other work, you won't fully understand what I say if I get too far into the pyramids and stuff. So this is truly just about a 1313 portal. We are still in full moon. It's a pink full moon, known for balance, right, Libra? Sun and the moon full together and aligned. And water also being very important to this work. So I'm using this beautiful river of pure water, drawing it up your system. So I'm going to draw it further up from the thighs, up into your root chakra. Releasing some debris. It's drawing out, it's detoxifying. I do burp to release. Forgive it. I never knew I'd grow up to burp in people's faces, but I've accepted it about 4 years ago. So I hope you guys can too. I'm going to slow down here because there's something in the root I want to pay attention to. And I'm being drawn to call in a Zanzibar. Zanzibar root, like Zanzibar, I believe it's a plant. So I'm going to draw in the frequency and the essence of Zanzibar into the root chakra for healing properties. This is to help heal and detox. And as I'm doing that, I feel a little pain in the back side of my lower back. So I'm going to drop more water into that as well. And Chalcedony. So I'm being drawn to bring in the frequency and the actual physical presence of Chalcedony into the root chakra. Ooh, yummy. I feel like it's like green and red mixing here. Very earthy and opening us up to the foundation of new earth frequency. Also brought in the tree of life a while ago. So that is also present and helping to ground us. This is a big healing. So I don't want to just straight line us into the earth. I'm trying to ground us into an octave, kind of like a frequency of an in-between shift. Oh, there's something else here I need to dig through in the root. Regret. Judgment and regret, and a little fear. Sorrow. Sadness, almost like a breakup sadness. Like grief, like I feel like I just broke up with somebody. So I'm going to pull that out. I feel like there's tears in a root chakra. And I'm going to drop the water to help ease those emotions. Also, just like density. And it's drawing out, this water is drawing out like toxins. So I see it like a gray mist. And that's coming through here as well and being drawn out and transmuted with the earth and the water. This is high frequency water. We need this water to prep us for these light codes I'm going to draw in the moment. They are soul coding, but they're calling it also diamond light codes. But these are soul codes. These are specifically individual and collective. So they're smart. It's almost like Kundalini energy. It's very smart and activating for you at your level, at the soul level of you. It's almost like going to a doctor and getting the same medication per person. You need something different. We're all individual. So it is smart activations. We'll put it that way. That's why the Akasha records are always involved. I work at the soul level. Ooh, I see something in the heart too, Bruin. So we're going to start now drawing everything up to the sacral, the water, going all the way up to the sacral. I'm also going into the tissues and the organs here. So I need to do some tissue detoxing and organ detoxing with the water. So I'm just drawing it up, and it's all encompassing through your whole entire lower abdomen, your legs, and all that you are. And it's going to start drawing out like this gray, murky, yucky, total detox of some heavy metals and some debris, because we need to be able to receive these activations and these coding of these light frequencies I'm going to bring in. This is preparation on a very big level. These light codes are specific to this full moon energy. And yesterday being a 1313 portal, there were actually 13 pyramids that were activated. Kind of strange. It's all on my other channel if you're not used to that. And there's 13 gates. Heaven on earth is the 13th. 13 is a very powerful number. So this portal is massive. And when I heard diamond light codes, I'm like, yep, I got you. I see. There we go. So I'm opening up the sacral. And I'm drawing in more water. And the moon and the sun are coming around us with this beautiful pink rays of golden light. Goddess light. Sorry. I'm like, golden? That didn't make sense. Pink goddess light. The sacral is out of balance for somebody. So I'm just kind of like balancing the sacral. I'm realigning the sacral and slightly tilting it. So it's a slight turn forward. That could be from dormant, closed off, traumatic event to the physical body. There's multiple reasons that can happen. Not having an inner compass, right? More focus inward. The matrix is good at doing that to us. I'm seeing the tree of life needing to come in here into the sacral. So I'm literally bringing a smaller version of the tree of life into the sacral. And I'm anchoring it in and I'm rooting it into the sacral to help us connect to the, chills. Whew, lots of chills there. Whoa, big shift. To the essence of our soul and our power, our joy, our passion, and drawing in the water more into the sacral to help nurture the tree growth, right? Our flower within our sacral. Life. We are all life. We are alive. The essence of life. So there is a DNA repair also coming in here for somebody in the sacral. Like a broken DNA helix. Healing it. I don't do that so much with my hands. I'm master healer of all modalities, so just bear with that. But I'm using light, just light, pure white light, like of God's light. And I draw it right into the DNA, and I actually see a broken helix. There's like a broken, I call it a broken helix. We have double helixes, and it's on one side. It comes from one half of your genetic genome. Look at that. But it's a necessary repair for multiple reasons, not just like ailments, but also to receive these codes. These are soul activation codes that I will be bringing in. I do speak the language of God. It's a little different. I just see it. It's not something we necessarily know in our head, but we do in our heart. So the more your heart is open, you will hear, you will feel what I say. I see some ancestors. So somebody here has a Native American connection, because when I said ancestors, it's not just an ancestor of the land, it's your bloodline. Like shaman-esque healer. So the rest of you and into the solar plexus. So more water all the way up from the earth, going all the way up to your solar plexus. And here is where I'm finding a little resistance. So I feel it towards the light of the sun side. So on the right side, unlike Reiki, that's reversed. It's a matrix component. It's like mirrored. The masculine should be on the left and the feminine should be on the right, because it has returned. That's new earth stuff. So masculine Horus, I have Horus left, I have Ra right, sun, moon, all the way down. Okay, so I feel this resistance on the right side, but I'm also saying that because I do need to flip somebody's energy of their solar plexus around. It's like a recalibration, like turning it in instead of external, like your compass. I feel like my kids are cooking fish. I smell fish. Sorry, that was distracting. Darn lives, huh? So there's something I need to slow down for and really tune into in the solar plexus here. Somebody has a story to tell. Somebody has a purpose. Do you know this? Like you do. I don't know if you've, I feel like you might know it, but I don't know if you're showing it. I don't know who this belongs to, but I'm getting so many chills. Your purpose is quite large, and I feel like your soul is calling you home. And I'm hearing this in somebody's solar plexus. If it doesn't relate to you, it's not you, it's whoever it relates to. There might be multiple as well, but there's something going on here in your solar plexus. It's like almost like a hesitation, like I need validation. Here's your validation. That's what this and then I go into that ancestor of Native American heritage, almost like Sioux, maybe some Cherokee in here. I don't know. Some releasing, sorry. Oh, these are more than just what you would call Reiki. This is quite deep healing, so just bear with me. So within the solar plexus, I'm now taking the water and I'm doing kind of like this wash side to side. And then I'm bringing in the moon and the sun here. And I'm doing a recalibration. I'm aligning you to the recalibrated north, east, south, and west aligned back to the north. Book of Revelation. The work has been done. And so I'm recalibrating your solar plexus to that. It's like a shift in alignment, a shift on the axis line of chakra systems and chakra alignment. But I feel like I needed that. I could feel my solar plexus processing that for whoever this is ready for that. And now I'm bringing in more water all the way up from the earth to the solar plexus, and it's drawing out those toxins now. So it's like that, almost like a heavy metal looking thing. It looks kind of metallic energy. It's like yucky, murky gray and brown energy that the water is just pulling out of the solar plexus now. And all the organs it's connected to. So I see the liver, a little bit in the kidneys, the adrenal glands, a little bit of the lungs also connect to the solar plexus. And multiple things. So I'm like spleen is also connected to the solar plexus because I'm seeing it in there. And even somehow a little bit of the gonads is connected to the solar plexus because I'm seeing it in there. So and it also mind-brain connection, right? So I'm starting to see like the epiglottis, the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus here. And so we're just doing a complete detoxing through the level of the solar plexus. The gut-brain connection is real. It's very, very, very real. Tissue releasing. And when I finish this, we can receive the light codes. The light codes they are saying will come through the cosmic rays. So it's the rainbow rays of the angels, the frequency rays of angelic presence. Excuse me, lots of releasing. Oh, goodness. Oh. So I've just tuned into somebody's stomach lining through their solar plexus. So I need to bring some healing in. Right where the stomach aligns with the intestinal tract, there's like an irritation. It's not like a hole or anything like that, but it looks like raw. Like I'm irritated. I don't know if there's been a stomach bug. I don't know what this is from necessarily because they're not showing me. That's not necessary. What's necessary is bringing in the light to heal it. So I'm going to bring in some light to somebody's stomach lining right before the intestines. Full disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I'm a master healer. So I do get into stuff. It is very real. And every client that I've ever had can validate it through their doctors as well. So do you, trust you. If you feel you need medical help, by all means, go do that. I don't align with it. I do what I do. Free will applied here, my friends. Ooh, there's heat. There's heat. There's heat. There's heat here. Gallbladder is what I'm hearing. Interesting. So I'm going to bring in some water and some light into somebody's gallbladder, and I need to, I want to say detox, but also like awaken. It's very strange. Like bring in life, essence, awaken, rejuvenate, rejuvenate, rejuvenate the gallbladder and detox. So it's like drawing out the yuck. Okay, and we're just about ready to go to the heart center. As I'm starting to draw up from the solar plexus to the heart, there's a little blockage. Let me tune in. I hear dark matter and conditioning. We should be sovereign beings, so governed by nothing and no one, right? I know I was triggered this morning, though, man. I did this guided meditation. It took me into my past, and I was like, oh, no. I can't be in the past. I have to let it go. Like, we come too far. We can't bring the past forward. So I'm saying this here for a reason. I feel like it might relate to whoever this belongs to. It's time to let the past go. Somebody's father is also stepping in on the other side. This is a father on the other side. And they're coming in with like this halo over their head. And I feel like they're telling me that they are your guardian angel, that they're actually always right by your saha. Sorry, a lot of chills, a lot of validations with that. It was overwhelming. It took my breath away. You can almost smell them, like the essence of smell. They're around a lot. Windows to the soul. So I see like mirrors being a trajectory. So they come through a lot of mirrors a lot of times. And windows is also another access point for them. Like you can probably feel them more around those, which is strange, but that's what they're saying. But they're coming in with like a halo over their head. And he is saying like, I am your guardian angel. I've gotten the blessing of becoming your guardian angel on the other side. Oh, so many chills when I say that. So you are not alone. And I use a lot of communications like feathers and a little bit of shift in temperature. You might feel that as well, from hot to cold. So it might not just be cold. It's also warmth of my heart. So I give you this like love. This father, whoever's this is, sends love from the heart and the energy. And you can feel it as like a warmth. And it's like a warmth that hits you here. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a validating way to say, I love you. And I'm protecting you and I'm guiding you. Even if I didn't do it as good on this side, I'm doing it better on the other side. The chills are overwhelming with that message. Oh, okay. So I finally entered into the heart space. This one has some denser energy. So I'm going to drop a lot more water from that river of water I've called in. Call it the River of Atlantis. It is by man. It goes with this full moon and the sun and balance and beautiful pink goddess rays of love. Now I need to hold space here in the heart and really draw in the water. It's like having a hard time getting through. It feels like a lot of resistance. Whoa. Sorry, that was a nasty release. A good release, but it sounded gross. So as I'm getting into the heart space, it's like I hear tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Like so there's conditioning here. And I said that before. It's like I'm conditioned to be tough. I don't always know how to be emotional. I don't know how to tune into my emotions. It almost makes me feel uncomfortable, which I say is vulnerable. And when we're vulnerable, we're not safe. And that's conditioning. And I heard time to leave the past behind. I don't know why I heard vagus nerve here. I did. I heard it twice. And if I don't speak it, then what good am I as a healer? I hear vagus nerve, and I know that sounds strange going into the heart space, but I hear it. And so I'm going to send a lot of light through the vagus nerve side of things, but also like your fight or flight, I'm hearing as well. So I'm just soothing and calming and soothing. Bringing the water up your central nervous system into the brain stem as well. Deactivating the fight or flight. You are safe. Sometimes we don't even know that it's there. It's happening. We've become so conditioned. Survival mode. That's the matrix, isn't it? The wounded warrior. Time to leave the past behind. I keep hearing this. So what good would I do if I just brought down diamond light codes and you couldn't receive them? No. I heal you to receive them. Nice. So I'm finally getting some water up into the heart center. So I'm bringing it in on both sides, kind of like a whoosh, and going back down. And I'm bringing up the water on both sides like a whoosh, and going back down very gently but powerfully. I have to say that. Like you can be tough and powerful and super soft and sensitive all at the same time, because that's Sekhmet, the sun, my friends. That's the moon and the sun. It's like so warm and comforting and powerful and destructive, and also very loving and soft and gentle, and knowing how to calm the essence of that power, how to calm and be equal in the essence of light and love and power and strength and warrior. I am a warrior. I'm hearing that here. I am a warrior. That's coming out loud here. Yes, somebody is actually truly connected to that side of things here. Sekhmet and Horus side of things. Even like a past life in Egyptian time, and I'm seeing that here. So even into Atlantis as well. So somebody's blueprint is quite loud. The essence of their past lives is coming through. It's like processing, going through a past life processing. And I feel like this water, because yesterday I did an Atlantis water return. It was an interesting healing in my octavine for the pyramid work. But I see that in the frequency here, it's affecting people's lifetimes in that time frame. And I can see that rising through somebody here. And I get a lot of heat in my hand up in the heart center here. Ooh, lots of releasing. So I'm going to draw now for that detoxing, drawing more light all the way up to the heart center and pulling out those heavy metals and yuck and muck and even some meats, like some false food system, right? The food matrix has been undone as well. And so we just need to tongue-tied. I need to detox that. So I'm doing it with the water up into the heart space. So the heart itself, the lungs, the tissue between the lungs and the rib cage also is detoxing. And the heart chakra itself. And it's like being drawn out like this murky gray and brownish muck and yuck, and flowing all the way down and into the river to cleanse and purify and release. So you can feel a little yucky after these healings because they're very real. Your body will process it as I'm doing it in the order in which it was received. It's very real. So make sure you listen. Drink lots of water. Cry if you need to cry. That's okay. Punch a pillow if anger rises to release it. That's okay too, as long as you don't hurt yourself or deflect that on anybody else. Because there is some anger in here. But anger is a compound emotion. It's from a wound that got ignored and unrecognized and had to be buried. Oh, nice. So somehow the spleen is also connecting to the heart space. So I just read them through the body. I see your entire insides. I know it sounds weird. Everything through free will, but that's how I am as a master healer. So I don't just get chakras and energy, and I don't just deal with your energy like in Reiki. I truly am a master of all modalities. So I need to bring the light into the spleen. I need to also bring the water into the spleen and detox. It's kind of like a lymph node, like it's a filter. As I'm detoxing the spleen, I'm seeing it in the kidneys and the liver as well. Ooh, feeling it. I'm feeling it. So now we're going to start to go up to the throat. But as we're doing that, I need to bring in a little more moon and sun into the heart for balancing. And then the tree of life. So I'm going to anchor the tree of life into the heart space. Ooh, that's doing something. So remember I said somebody is like a shaman here. Their ancestor is also part of the Native American bloodline, which I deal a lot with. It's in mine too. But there's a connection here. And I feel like this, as I'm anchoring in the tree of life, I'm connecting you to like this deep rooted connection to the healer of self. And I have to say that. And maybe you're aware, but not this aware. Oh, chills. Ooh. And this could be somebody that's been receiving the healings from me, because generally speaking, it takes some healing to get here. And I don't think on like a one-on-one, it might be through these videos. So you've up-leveled, my friend. Because I see some processing of the hidden dormant gift healing. Somebody else also has a Pleiadian connection here, because there's like a DNA activation going in. And I almost see it on your wrist. It's like to do like a writing in what looks like alien language. And it's activating within your left wrist. Ooh, lots of heat in my palm right there. Ooh. Bring a little more water to the heart space to nurture the tree of life and your flower of life. And now we're going up to the throat. So we're almost to the diamond light codes, but I have to do this to get there. So I'm going to bring in the light and water together from the earth, going all the way up our center line to the throat. And as I get towards the throat from the heart space, there's that dense energy. It's like a little block. So let's work through it. So I'm saying blue and green rays here. I need to bring in and just put in there. I'm bringing in blue and green rays and putting them in there, and blue and green rays and putting them. Oh, that's helping. Whoa, it's really dense. Ooh. Oh. Saint Genevieve is also stepping forward, and she's here to help us grieve the past, because I know I've been struggling with that. Something triggered. Like I did this guided meditation. I ain't gonna lie. It was this morning at like 5 a.m. I was meditating, and it took me to the past. And I'm like, oh, it like totally messed me up, because I have to be letting that go. My journey was rough. Talk about warrior status. So I have to let go of the past. Oh. And so there is some of that here, but it's not just me at all. So Saint Genevieve's coming forward to help us release the past. and deal with the grief of the past. Deal with the grief of the past. It's done. It's done. It's done at last. So I'm detaching from timelines or frequency shift timelines. I don't call them timelines, but that's what we know them as. The past, what once was, and allowing it to release from our conscious mind. Bring up into like the synapses of the mind and the frontal cortex, and also the parietal cortex, and into this to the I want to say pineal gland, but it's a few areas on the inside of the brain. Hippocampus, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and the pineal gland, which also does deal with memory. Oh yeah, softening. I need to soften the throat. I need to soften my approach. I need to soften my stance. I need to stop to soften the heart and the throat together. Softening. Drawing in the water, just cleansing it gently and drawing it back down. Ooh, nice release there. Sorry. We're almost there. I feel the diamond light codes like starting to like, there's something going down and we're about to receive it. Oh. So I can finally get into the throat all the way. And as I'm doing that, there is a language activation I need to do for the throat. Somebody here can speak light language, not just me. And so this is an upgrade to that cortex. So I'm bringing in blue light in the water, going all the way up to the throat, and also bringing down some Pleiadian light language activation. Oh, sorry. So sorry. Excuse me. This is for somebody. Hola, kiantala turuela It's coding language of the gods, so it's like you're activating. It's just upgrading, activating this cortex. So you may just start randomly speaking some new languages. So if this person hasn't spoke any before, it could be like a little shocking, but otherwise it's going to be an upgrade to what you do speak, if already. Oh. So also healing the throat altogether for everybody. Bringing in more water into the throat to help purify. So it's like coming up and detoxing, bringing all that sooty stuff down, heavy metals, toxins of the body, food matrix components. Also, what we take in and speak out, right? Yucky, negative, lower vibration stuff. Opening up somebody's throat chakra so that they can freely live their truth. It's hard to see truths in others when we don't live through our own truths. Oh, I'm getting teary-eyed in my left eye. My nose is running. This is part of the healer plate. Sorry. Should see my one-on-one healings. Oh boy. I know my eyes are closed. I feel. I see inward. Some grief. So there was I think it was the sacral or the root where I said like emotional breakup grief. I don't know if it's new or old. It could be one or the other, could be both, but it's in the throat and I need to release this grief. Yes, grief of loss. Heck, that could be mine because it's like blue and it's just, I don't know. It's layered. It's probably multiple of ours. as I'm kind of drawing the water in and pulling that down, it's like like wailing and just finally releasing that grief. Like deep wailing, almost like I get this image of this person, and it looks like a male, but that could be wrong. It's just the image I'm getting. I don't know. But I feel like they just finally topple over, like in the forest or something, and their hand touches a tree. That's relevant because that's what I see very loud. Like my hand just finally touches a tree, and I give in, and I finally release it out. And I feel like I'm just like this deep guttural grief releasing, just like finally wailing and just like true. And I feel this in my core, and I'm getting a lot of chills. Just this deep guttural release through the emotional cortex of the throat. Finally being honest with myself and letting myself free. And my hand goes on the tree, and I don't know if this is like truly what'll happen or if it's just metaphorical, like grounding in the tree, the earth connection release, the trees are supporting you. It could be many things, but I get that vivid image of somebody just like leaning over. My hand goes on the tree to catch myself, and I just release all that grief. And then it's like, holy shnikes, I really had a lot of grief I didn't recognize. It was so buried, I didn't see it all. And I cry and cry so hard. I'm like exhausted, and my eyes are like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and the throat just opened up. So you will process these in the order in which they are received. They are very real healings. The only thing that blocks you is you. More light in to release that. Draw out more toxins of the throat. Drawing in the sun and the moon here for balance into the throat. At the top of the throat now, there's a little muck left. Oh, nice. Try being a girly girl who burps in people's faces and have to be like, whoops, sorry. That's me. It sucks, but it's good. Okay, so we're going to start going up to the third eye and the crown at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to do them both at the same time. And then when I fully open up the crown, we are going to bring in all of those soul activation codes, the diamond light codes. And this is coming directly from the sun and the moon. In the 1313 portal, which was yesterday, but we're still in the energy of the full moon, the 1313 portal. I was told to deal with the full moon yesterday, not the 12th. It wasn't recognized in the ethereal on the 12th. It was recognized yesterday on the 1313 portal. And I did some major work yesterday for the ascension. And so this is the tail end of that. And so I will be literally bringing through the rays, like the cosmic rays, and going through the moon and the sun. The activations are coming from the masculine and feminine side, the sun and the moon. And it's going to come all the way down into our crown and process through your whole entire vessel that I just opened up on the soul level. These are activation codes of the soul. Okay. So diamond light codes is good. So we're going to go up. I'm going to bring in the water all the way up through the throat. There's a little debris left. I will purge out continually. And I'm going all the way up into the pineal gland and the crown at the same time. Also the causal chakra, so the back of the head, needs a cleanse, rebalance, reboot, reconnection, reboot, cleanse is what they're saying there. What's really weird yesterday is as I was doing my moon healing, it's always ascension based. I went to the Supreme Court of Justice to undo that as part of the return stuff, which is not normal. Don't judge. You have to watch it to see it. But they kept calling it De La Muerte. And I they have to reap what they sow. Let's just put it that way. So, but that's coming through here. Like I see this energy of De La Muerte. And isn't that like the Day of the Dead? I don't know why it's so relevant, but it really is. It's in the energy. And so they're telling me it's our past resurrection, of now, of the time, the shift in time, the end of ways, like this shift in energy, like an end, right? And so it's like de la muerte, like cleansing of the souls, resurrection time. That's what they're saying here. I don't make these up. I'm just channeling this through. So somebody needed to see that and hear that. Okay, so bringing more light all the way up, pushing up through the throat into the third eye. So I need to cleanse a little bit of the pineal gland here, pituitary gland, pineal gland, hypothalamus, and even the thyroid. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's that density of the throat. Oh, I got a little bit of a headache now. Going into the head, like, woo! Feel some heat on my hand. There's heat. I'm going to bring in more water. So they're calling for a major detox here of the pineal gland, the third eye. So I'm going to bring lots of water out because the pineal gland is not the only component to the third eye. The pituitary gland, the hypothalamus, hippocampus, the thyroid is also connected to it. So there's actually lots of components. But I'm bringing water all the way up into that cortex and all that it's connected to. And I'm going to detox. I'm going to start drawing out those heavy metals, the food matrix, yuck and muck, things that are not real and that don't support our body. Toxins, sugars, sugar release here as well. A little bit of a cornmeal byproduct release. I don't know. I'm just doing what's coming through. It's like drawing in this water, it's pure water, and drawing out what does not belong. Heavy metal. Oh, sorry, lots of releasing. Oh, and little decalcification going on at the same time. So this can make you feel lots of things. It depends. It can be a sudden awakening. You could see flashes of light in your mind's eye. That's a good thing. You can also feel a little nauseous, a little dizzy. It just depends. And you may have nothing at all. It's up to you and where you're at and how long it'll take to process. Drink lots of water. But I'm bringing in, so I'm hearing hydrational release. So I'm bringing in the water, and I'm going to hit the thyroid intentionally with this water, and I'm going to release through the thyroid. Heavy metals, toxins, bogging down. And there's also fluoride here. So you want to be careful with that because it just clogs our system. I don't tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I see as the healer that I am. It's up to you. It's actually like a poison, though, they're saying. I mean, I know that, but I'm not here to convince you that. It's up to you to accept that. Balancing of the third eye. So I'm bringing in the violet ray, violet flame, and I'm cleansing the third eye. Literally taking the violet flame and I'm just running it through the third eye. I found a spot. There's this spot. It's like a fovea centralis. It's like a blind spot. It's all dark. It's like blackened. And so I'm taking the violet flame and I'm cleansing it. It's like this dense energy, almost like a shadow component. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm taking this violet flame and cleansing it out. I'm burning it out. I'm transmuting it out. And it's a little bit irritated. It doesn't like me doing this. I'm sparking somebody's shadow. And I'm bringing in white light of protection as well. Ooh, it's almost like her. Like, don't. You know, shadow fights back. It's like a boxing match. And I'm bringing in the white flame to help it not return. Ooh, I feel that shout. Weird, like weird energy in my head. Like the sharp, just shooting pain is went. Weird energy shift there. Drawing in more water now to cleanse and release and cleanse and release. Sun and the moon, eye of Horus, drawing it into the left side of your brain and allowing that to either cleanse, activate, awaken, whatever is for you. So if it's already awakened, it's just upgrading it. It's doing it for you, okay, at your level. So I'm going to bring in the moon specifically. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's weird. To the left side of your third eye into the eye of Horus side. And then I need to draw in the sun to the right side. So coming down and into the eye of Ra. Ooh, I see it happening. So sun's going, this is going to be for these light codes. Eye of Horus, they must be awakened and activated. This is why I have to do this work to receive these. I don't know what kind of healer I would be if I just gave you light codes and said, have a good day. You didn't necessarily receive those all the way. I'm hungry now. It's like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, my body's hungry. Detox the junk. And now I'm like, oh, feed me, Seymour. That's what I hear. Okay. Anyways, I'm bringing in the moon and the sun into the eye of Horus and the eye of Ra. Ooh, there's a spot here in the eye of Ra. So I'm reading it as I'm touching my right hand. It's on your right side, but I'm like, look, sometimes I mirror. So, but it's on the right side. It's in the eye of Ra, and it's like another fovea centralis, like a blind spot in there. So there's a little shadow releasing required. So I'm going to use the sun here, though, and draw it out and draw it out and draw it out. And we're getting ready for the coding activations. They have to go into the eye of Horus and the eye of Ra. They're saying, I didn't know that, but that's what's happening here because that's what they're connected to. They are masculine and feminine codes, and we're preparing for the flash, the large solar flash. That's what all of this is in preparation for. All of these waves. If we did it all at once, it would do no good for anybody. Little water here as well. Oh, and new DNA coding for the eye of Horus. Some of you may not know we got a new DM. So we had a walk-in twin soul, walk-in DM, and it's new DNA. So we have to integrate into that on the masculine side. New moon, new DNA, new DM. You can watch that whole thing unfold. I know that's strange, but it's very real. So I do see some DNA activations going in on the eye of Horus side. New ones. These are newly formed. Just now connecting to that. Just now connecting to the new DM. Isn't that interesting? So there was like some shadow on the eye of Ra, and then you get a DNA activation in the eye of Horus. Couldn't make this up if I tried. That's really cool, though. Now we're going up to the crown, so we're just about there. Also, the tree of life is anchoring into the eye of your pineal, your third eye. The totality of it, your third eye. The tree of life is going right in the center. We've had that a few times, haven't we? Oh. Oh, goodness. Here. I'm starting to go up into the crown. This is very necessary. I need the crown quite wide open. Some of you did my crown activation. I can actually see that. It's like, it's still like beaming. That's awesome. But still, I need to make sure it's quite open. Some of you may not have yet, right? Like I feel like still there's a little bit of closed off here. So I want to make sure the crown is nice and open. I also need to detox it for multiple reasons, either upgrading processing or just toxin release. Also the connection to like the collective mind funk. So those thoughts that aren't ours, you know what I'm saying? The mind junk. I don't want it to be mindful. I want you to be mindless. So I'm going to drop the water all the way up through the crown. Through the third eye and into the crown. So just waves of water and light coming in, cleansing and going back down. Waves of water going all the way up to the crown. Ooh, so I need balancing here in the crown. So I'm going to balance the crown. Ooh, I feel that. It's almost like your equilibrium, like whoom, just got centered. Ooh, so there's a divine connection. My head is a little pressure filled. I felt that. So it's like a connecting to your higher self. I see the line coming down and connecting somebody to their higher self as well. This is all preparation for these codes. These are not normal codes. This is like the return coding. Divine feminine, divine masculine, new earth stuff. That's who will generally find me. There's also people who have big shadows that need healing. And I tend to spark that shadow. And some can push past that resistance and others have a harder time. I feel like a dance here. Like there's a vibration here. It's like a musical one. Somebody's definitely musically connected because I feel like dancing. I'm gonna dance the night away. Ooh. There's really good rhythm here. Ooh, I feel some pressure towards my right temple as I'm doing this. So I'm just removing some debris now, and I'm going to drop the water and detox the crown. I feel a lot of tingling in my head, and you can too. You might feel nothing yet until you process everything else through. It depends on you. This is a lot of release and healing for these coatings. Ooh, a little headache, little weird dizziness. Detoxing. Ooh, also detaching at the excuse me, the brainstem from the collective mind funk. So it's like the shadow mind cortex, right? The matrix mind. It really does. It's toxic and it clouds our head and it's very loud and we can't always quiet it. It's other people's thoughts, right? That's how they get in. So I'm like detaching that at somebody's brainstem. Which is also repairing and healing DNA. It's like a shadow component. When we heal the shadow, we call our power back, we upgrade, we activate, we integrate. It's all the same. Well, it's not all, it works together. Ooh. I feel it in my sinuses too. That's total normal. It was weird. It's like a wave of energy went whoo from one side to the other. And then bringing more water, cleansing into the crown, balancing. This is pure water, untouched by man. So it's very cleansing, hydrating, drawing up the tree of life all the way through. Like you're becoming connected in one. In the very beginning, we did a crystalline grid bubble. So I'm really anchoring that in and connecting you fully and totally to the crystalline grid now. And now we're about ready for the diamond light codes. Excuse me. Surprise, I'm going to be doing it for the whole earth. Are you ready? We're going to be shoving it into the trees. Now I know why you connected to the tree of life. Y'all are here. You're going to help me. So we're going to be carriers. I'm going to bring it down through you. And so it's coming through the sun and the moon. 1313 portal continued, diamond light codes, but it's not just for you guys, it's for the whole earth. So I'm going to bring it into the trees also. And you are helping me carry that. That's why the tree of life was here. Now I fully get it. Okay. So if I go up in the energy above the moon and the sun, so let's say the moon and the sun are aligned like an eclipse, even though I know it's not an eclipse. It's okay. I'm not saying it is one, but energy, I'm making one. So I'm going up like a line from y'all's line all the way up through the moon and through the sun. It's still full in the energy. I feel it. And then I'm going into the cosmic rays, which actually deals with the octaving I've been doing. So it's all relevant in the earth right now. And I'm going to start bringing down through the rays these light code frequencies. And they're going to come down through the rays, through the sun, through the moon, and start to trickle down. trickling down, trickling down, trickling down. Very real, trickling down, coming from the heavens above through the rays of the angel light and flight, coming down through the cosmic rays. So these are 7D applied. I'm being told to slow down. Bringing them down through the sun first, and then the moon. So they're receiving coding from both together as one. And coming down through the straight line that I just created, trickles of light and coating of diamond light, coming all the way down and going into your crown very gently, very slowly, through the tree of life that I integrated through all of you, okay? So you're helping. Congratulations. I love that. So it's coming down through the tree of life, through you, through your vortex, activating and integrating into your soul and all that is. So through your crown, your third eye, all the preparation we just did. Whew, right? Like, oh, the work coming all the way down, and I can see it activating in the tree of life. It's very interesting. It's almost like awakening it. How else do I say that? It looks like I'm awakening a dormant tree of life within you. That's everything I say matters. Everything. So I'm awakening a dormant tree of life within you. And it's like these coding of the gods, coding of the ethereal cortex. It's cosmic ray frequency. So it's like pinks and blues and greens and yellows and orange and red. All of the cosmic rays. 7D applied. I'm grabbing it through there. And I'm drawing it down the sun, through the moon together. Trickling light codes coming down through there, down through your crown, but also your upper chakras, okay? It's coming through them all into the tree of life within you that I just brought through. And it's activating your connection to New Earth. This is New Earth light codes for sure. Whew, the chills. Coming all the way down through the center line, and it's going to trickle all the way through you and into the earth. And you're helping carry it through the trees, okay? So this is happening to all trees through the tree of life, through you. So thank you to those that stayed, that did this work, that are receiving this. You're affecting everyone. Just slowly bringing in, it's like diamond showers, these beautiful light showers coming down through the cosmic rays first, into the sun, grabbing some of the sun, into the moon, grabbing some of the moon, the DNA of both, all together, they're the same, and coming all the way down like diamond lights, coming into your crown, and it's like activating your crown chakra, your third eye, your throat, your heart, coming down and activating your solar plexus, your navel and sacral, into your root, and all of the tree of life I just put within you. That's why this whole thing was necessary. And it's activating the dormant tree of life within you. Your connection to all things, to the divine, to God. Going down into the earth and through all the tree roots. And I'm going to keep doing this. There's a few waves I need to do. Diamond light coding. And I feel weird in my head, and I can feel it in my causal chakra. There's a little pressure, little headache intensified, and that's okay. Your body will process all the work that I did, and this will integrate as it's available to. These are big. This is Christ work, you guys. I don't do normal. You don't come here for normal. You come here for mass healing and awakening, right? Not that others can't do their stuff, but this is still different. This is different. And so within that tree of life, it's like I see the flower of life just awakening. Like awakening the new earth blueprint grid within you. Coming down these beautiful diamond light codes. You guys, this is big work. This is preparation for the event. Activations and more. Awakening at the soul level to all things. Return. Returning to the wholeness of the soul, really. Let's just call it that. I can't do anything that's not in you to do, right? So it's returning to the wholeness of the soul. And there's a few more, just bringing them down. I can't do too many at once. It'd be too much at once. Beautiful, like rain of diamond light just coming all the way down. And this is activating at the soul level, awakening the tree of life and connection to all things, connect into Christ. It's the flower of life in there, the tree of life, the essence of all things, coming all the way down and through you and into the trees of the earth. So like a carrier, if you will, helping all to have access to that. So I'm just continuing that wave, but I'm also helping somebody to integrate because there's a lot of pressure going on here. It's a little bit mind-blowing. My mind is hurting, right? But we have to detach from the mind. It's in the heart you will find the work that I do. So helping to integrate, helping to activate. This is genetic. This is DNA aligned. New earth applied. The sun and the moon. Yeah. The DM and I. DNA. Ooh, I feel that. Ooh, so much pressure going on in the head. So I'm just helping you integrate the diamond light code. Oh, I feel it. We're almost done. And using the water to help integrate this like beautiful crystalline water at your feet. Cleansing and calming and soothing like it did when we started. Oh, I can feel all this weird pressure in my head coming down. Again, these will integrate as you are accepting of them. So it's waves. It's waves of information. It's waves of activations. It's waves of an awakening. Depends on you and how much shadow is within you. How much karma needs healed will determine how fast you integrate all of these. But it's coming through you, through the tree of life I brought in, which I didn't realize that connection till now, and going into all of the trees of the earth that are viable. Kind of like God's DNA, right? Final round. Here we go. Now I'm just letting it integrate and making sure you receive that. And it like, as you process, it's in your energy, it's in your chakras, it's in your heart center, it's in your DNA. And you will integrate it in layers. It's very big, it's massive, it's large, it's real. So just pay attention to what comes through. A journal is great too for awakenings and all of a sudden these shifts, and just all of a sudden discovering these abilities within you, and follow every nudge that comes, except those of the shadow. You can quiet those, release those. Follow the light in the heart. Even if it's scary, clear the fear. So we're just integrating now. I'm done drawing them down. Aww. Oh, I love it. Hi, David Jennings. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for those validations. Very beautiful. Pleiadian, American Indian, shamanic healer guides. I love it. past is past. Yes, concerns to hold on, but I want to move forward. Yes. Welcome. I'm glad you were here. I know this is time consuming, but there's no better time than the present to heal and to integrate, because it's big work. So let me just hold space a little bit. I'm going to make sure you're grounded. Kind of just closing down the chakra system a little bit, because I had you wide open, my friends, and I don't want to leave you that. So even if you've left, I'm closing it down. You need to ground into the earth. I'm removing the water. Just releasing that now. I'm putting a bubble of light around you to continue integrating. This is a big energy shift. These are not little. It's very big. So I'm just closing everything down, not all the way. I don't want it all the way closed, but your crown maybe about 80, third eye about the same. So just enough to where you're not overloaded, and also to where you're not taking on anybody else's energy. We don't want that. So just leaving a bubble of golden light around you and white light around you to keep you protected, aligned, and integrating. These aren't normal, but that's not what we're here for. I don't want to fit in. I want to rise. And I know I talk about things like the pyramids. I can't help that, because it's real work that I did, and that's what I work through. These are Indonesia, Fiji, Myanmar, Machu Picchu, Budapest, Thailand, Kilimanjaro, Congo, Nigeria, Botswana, Zimbabwe. There's 13 pyramids that I activated since 2019. And they are masculine and feminine, and those are the ascension frequencies rising. So they're very real and very potent, and very heightened. And all of those are on my other channel, okay? As well as yesterday's Portal of De La Muerte, where I kind of undid the power of the Supreme Court Justice. So that was interesting. I also undid the money matrix there. The medical matrix YouTube banned, so that's only available on Patreon, but there's a healing to remove that. We have the Sistine Chapel Undoing 1 and 2 that I recently did. It's all there. It's all very potent and powerful and out of our normal space of our mind. So not normal work, but very relevant and very real and very validating, part of an awakening process. So I encourage you to check out my other channel as well. You will find all that work and other healings for the ascension there. But other than that, I thank you for joining me here today. My one-on-one healing sessions are quite unique in themselves also. I use light, and I just work through the entire self of you. There are no limitations to what I do. There really aren't any. The only limitations we find are that which we hold, okay? So if you joined me for this live, for the totality of this live, I thank you. It's a lot. It's never little. What I do isn't little. And so I feel like right now there's no better time than this work, because stuff's not normal. Okay, it really isn't. Recently, I also did a current events video, which I found very cool, where I channeled about Russell Brand. I channeled about the tariffs. And there was one other, Ryan Reynolds, I think it was. And his wife and Russell Brand, the information that came out about him, I found very interesting. So if anybody wants to go check those out, I encourage you to check all that out. You can't ignore some half of the work that I do and get the full picture either. So I encourage you to understand that this work is all connected, very real. And to bypass any part of it is bypassing healing within you. Okay. So much love, everybody. Thank you for being here. I know this wasn't a normal day. Tomorrow's my son's birthday, so I probably won't be on anything tomorrow. My baby boy is turning 17 tomorrow, so can't afford to do anything but chill out with him, but I spoiled him at the same time. So we have a day planned. So until next time, I love you all so very much, and I will see you on the flip side.